Well, the speculation was high, and now Donald Trump has made it official. Indiana Governor Mike Pence is his pick for vice president. I'm joined now by political analyst Brian Sobel, and of course Peggy Moore. You're the captain of the Democratic delegates here from California that will be going to Philadelphia. Yes. We're going to get to Mike Pence in just a moment, but first, Brian, let me ask you first about this. We have instability now in Turkey. Yes. We have that horrific attack yesterday in Nice. What does this mean for the presidential campaign? Certainly it's going to have a big impact.
It will, and I think Donald Trump has been talking about instability in the world, the need for stepped up national security and that sort of thing. I think in the short term it probably benefits him. Long time till November. And Barack Obama has to come out, the president, and talk about additional measures and that sort of thing in concert with either the surviving government in Turkey or whoever takes over, and of course with the president of France.
It's really interesting because yesterday that New York Times CBS poll came out and said that Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton were actually neck and neck when it came to perception of who was better on issues of terrorism, right? They were both at 46%.
Right.
So you would think Donald Trump was actually ahead, but that's not what the numbers show.
No. But it is one of these issues that he's been talking about consistently. The president has had to react over and over again, which has been tough. He's done a wonderful job of that, but it's not easy when you're in the role and having to react. It's a lot easier when you're an outsider. Here's what you ought to be doing, but he's there.
It's easy to make the Monday morning quarterbacking right all the time.
Yeah.
So many people have characterized Donald Trump as a hateful candidate. He's made so many statements about Muslims, about gays, about Mexican Americans.
Yes.
Do you think this hurts him even more, or do you think the people that already support him probably don't care?
Well, that's right. I mean, he was picking someone for the base. Very conservative person, a long record of being conservative. But you start thinking about who could he have picked? And once he went through names that I think would have been really blockbusters, like, say, Condoleezza Rice.
Yes.
And then he had to go back to the people we've been watching. Is it Chris Christie? Is it Newt Gingrich? Is it Mike Pence? All of a sudden that number became very small, and it ended up as Pence.
Well, let's talk about actually the minority vote. Condoleezza Rice probably would have helped Donald Trump dramatically. That's why they reached out to her twice. So 12% of voters are Hispanic, 12% are African American. We do know that there's been a tremendous surge in Hispanic voter registration since the 2012 election. So how does this factor into all of this, that he has picked a white man, straight white man, very similar to him?
Well,
Let me ask you.
it's hard to say, as a woman of color, as a lesbian, it's like, I'm a part of the Democratic Party. I think that, it's unfortunate that is his choice, but I think it will rally us together, and that we have our shared values as a diverse community. And I'm excited, I really am excited about the convention and what we're going to be able to put together to be able to have a competitive race as we go through the November campaign. I'm a Democrat. These are our values. These are the communities that we represent, and these are the communities that actually directly impact me and my family.
So, Brian, really quickly on this minority issue, can he afford to lose every minority vote?
One would think not, but we do still concentrate on the presidential candidate. The vice presidential candidate is I never want to say an afterthought, but it's a second thought.
Right.
So it is still Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And that's where we have to put it for today and watch these campaigns start spinning out now.
All right, Brian Sobel, Peggy Moore, thank you so much for joining us. And of course